This is the Rangers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, forget the Jolly Roger. How about the Jolly Ranger? So the Rangers open up their road trip and the weekend series in Pittsburgh with a ripping of the Pirates by the final of 6-2, 13 more hits. The Rangers playing the hits, and they got some home runs. They got some good defense and some good pitching as well for 5 of the 6 innings from Jacob deGrom. The bullpen did their part, and bottom line is the 3-game losing streak after the sweep is over, and the Rangers are back in the win column where they belong with a big win tonight on the road against the Bucks. Here we go. Welcome into the Rangers Postcast, your team every day, and in our case, your team every single game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you so much for watching the Locked On Rangers podcast and Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. That's where you'll find the Locked On Rangers podcast feed and the great work every day of Bryce Paterick, who I know is enjoying this one. A lot of good things in this game tonight. So without further ado, on this Friday night, I know we want to get the weekend going. Let's kick this thing off.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, I think the big number, you might have heard it at the end of the TV broadcast, but we need to hammer it home because it's made its way into the clubhouse, and it was a focal point from Bruce Bochy and the team meeting, hitting meeting earlier this afternoon, and that is 4. Bruce told the guys, you need to score 4 runs. Get me 4 runs. Can you just get me 4 runs? Make that the goal. 4 runs. 4 runs. That's it. The Rangers are now, with the win tonight, 6-2 the final, 27-4 when they score 4 runs or more. I mean, that's it right there. And hey, I know it sounds simple, sounds kind of lame, kind of silly, but I mean, you know, these guys, they have a pretty unique schedule and routine and everything else. And hey, if that's what it takes to hammer that message home and to get the word in and to really let that, you know, maybe kick something off and get these guys thinking a little bit differently, or, you know, maybe just a shift in their approach, whatever it takes. Hey, 4 runs a game. Make that the goal. You know, everybody buy in and try to make that happen, right? Well, anyway, couldn't ask for a better start. Jacob deGrom on the mound in Pittsburgh, and, you know, after getting shut out at home the way that they did, after getting swept at home the way that they did, felt like a shutout every game. The Rangers needed to be ready to play, and it looked like they did. Welcome back, not only Corey Seager and El Bombi, but welcome back Josh Smith, who really got things started the beginning of this game in the top of the first with his base hit to left. Sam Hagerty, you know, I said I would like him to bat leadoff. Bruce put him second. Okay, you know, I'll take it. It's good enough. Sam Hagerty, though, with that beautiful hard hit up the middle that ended up getting by O'Neill Cruz. I mean, that was unbelievable. I'm going to talk more about that in a minute, but it gets by him. Smith scores. Hagerty gets to third. 1-0 Rangers. Hagerty then scores on a wild pitch. That makes it 2-0 Texas. And then Marcus Semien with a single to left. That would be extending his hitting streak to 12 games in a row. Great start to the game. Bottom of the second, one of 2 really outstanding catches tonight in right field by Adolis Garcia. And I bring that up because I just mentioned what happened in the first inning with O'Neill Cruz, and we saw this yesterday with Caglione of the Royals. I've said this a couple times. I'm not trying to make it a habit or a focal point, but I mean, I understand, the object of the game now is hitting home runs and exit velocity and launch angles. I get that, but man, what happened to pride in playing your position and pride in hitting and pride in being a great five-tool player or all-around player? I mean, these plays in the field, I mean, pretty much now, every single game, you're seeing what should be just a routine, makeable play in the big leagues, in Major League Baseball, botched. I mean, it's embarrassing. And I don't take any delight or joy in saying that. But when you see, Cruz just nonchalant, hot dogging it, just sticking your glove out. I mean, you don't catch a ball like that. Anyway, I wanted to highlight that compared to what we, see with the Adolis, who plays it at just a different level. And can't say it enough for what he is going through, trying to get his offense back, for him to continue to make those plays. That's a real tip of the cap to him for doing that. Jacob deGrom was dealing. I mean, the fewest, 26 pitches through 3 innings, one of the best, if not the best of his career through 3 innings. And then in the bottom of the 4th, the Buccos bang out 4 2-out singles and a walk, and they go up 3-2. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, and then, to deGrom's credit, he came right back with a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 5th. But that was just weird. I mean, really, really weird. I don't know what happened there. They just had a good inning with 2 outs. Top of the 5th, welcome back Corey Seager with that home run to right. That was beautiful. I was going to say, Corey said after the game yesterday, and apparently he does not talk to the media a lot. I'm sorry. I mean, I spent, as somebody that was a radio beat reporter and, spent all of my 20s and most of my 30s in locker rooms and clubhouses. I was blessed with great relationships, but apparently he does not. It's not that he's a bad guy. He just doesn't like to talk to the media a lot, but he did yesterday. And apparently Corey said physically he's okay. He's not like playing hurt or trying to cover up or, make up for the injury. So that's good news there on that front. More fun in the top of the 7th. Marcus Semien, the leadoff triple. Adolis Garcia again with the interference RBI double. And then in the top of the 9th, Josh Young, the only Ranger not to get a hit, still was able to get the RBI ground out with the bases loaded and 1 out. 6-2 the final. The Rangers get the win, and they get 13 hits, and hopefully we just one game at a time. We're not going to get we got burned after the 16 run games in Minnesota, but clearly you wanted to start this weekend and this road trip right. They did so tonight. Hopefully they'll keep it going. Get a good night's sleep tonight. Kamar Rocker, hopefully he'll bounce and feed off of his last start, which was very impressive. And the Rangers can win the series and keep it going here against the Bucks. All right, we're going to take our time out. When we come back, want to hear from you via the comment crew. A lot of you have already jumped in. We'll do that when we come back with the Rangers. win again. They beat the Pirates 6-2. This is the Rangers postcast. All right, well, kind of a nutty win tonight, but if you are looking for a snack that is both delicious and nutritious, you need to crack into a good source of protein with Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios is one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Plus, they are packed with fiber and better for you unsaturated fats to help keep you feeling fuller longer. One of the cool things is, whether you're running between meetings or dropping off the kids, Wonderful Pistachios is the snack that really works as hard as you do. So get snacking and get cracking with the snack that packs a protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. All right, well, the NBA Finals going to a Game 7. Pretty cool. And every night, every game has delivered highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments, whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player. There has never been a better time to get in on the action. The MLB season is heating up as well. And so, hey, you got a lot of options, and FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live with player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. Now, if you kind of have a feel for who's heating up, why not back it up with the same-game parlay? And again, what would, if you can combine live prop bets mid-game based on how the action unfolds, you're on your way. So if you're new to FanDuel, it's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Okay, thank you for hanging with me. With that, welcome back to the Rangers postcast. Let's get right to it on this Friday night. Rangers over the Bucks, 6-2. Alf is going to kick us off. Alf, love these Rangers. Viva El Bombi. Prayers for Ron Washington, and yes, sir, Seager. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, our thoughts and prayers for Ron for sure. I have not heard yet. Maybe you guys have what the issue is, but more importantly, you just hope that Ron is going to be okay and he can get back to doing what he does best and what he loves, and that is teaching. And I have the utmost respect for Ron, and as a sobriety brother as well, just hope he's doing okay. Also, hey, Alf, Mrs. Alf, Shirley, shout out to you. Thank you for allowing Alf to be a part of the show every game. He is great and love his support, and hope you're with us as well. We appreciate it. And again, glad you could be with us after a win and kind of a good mood tonight after the Rangers stopped the streak. But nice to meet you both, and thank you for being a part of the show. Sincerely. Jason Arias says, so happy for Adolis. Actually bet some money that Seager would get a home run, and he cashed me in. Let's get a streak going. Good for you, Jason. Good for you. We definitely would love to be a moderator if you're ever in need of one. Okay. BB says, I was really happy to see Seager's home run. Garcia, Semien were the three Musketeers in 2023. And hey, yeah, no doubt. This is going to be, again, as much as we're looking on the outside, those are the three. They're going to need to lead the way. Alf says, I think I could guess the first three at Jason Arias. BB says it's a follow-through issue, to be honest, rather than a cold bat issue. Yeah, no doubt. Marcus apparently was talking about some of the things he went back to kind of pull a little bit more and kind of get his timing back and getting ahead in the count. And Corey, you can tell he's been tweaking with his stance all season long. And so, yeah, hopefully they're on their way back for sure. Noah Day, haven't heard from Noah in a while. Great game for the Rangers. So glad to see Seager homer tonight. First since May 10th. Wow, I did not realize it had been that long. Good for him. Yeah, no doubt. Hope to see his power numbers climb. The team hitting is contagious, especially when Seager and Semien are going. Yeah, 100%. And we hope that Jake Berger is okay. He left the game kind of late with pulled something on his left side during one of his swings. Hopefully that's nothing serious. We'll find out. Thank you, Al, for the kind words. Chase Ericson says, hello, win column. Definitely been playing better as of late than last series. Yeah, for sure. Ragamuffinable says, that's what aces do. They stop losing or continue winning. Another great start. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You see deGrom, and I mean those first 3 innings were like a highlight video, like a pitching clinic video. I mean, fastball, slider, just beautiful to watch. It was really weird. Again, that 4th inning was really weird, but to his credit, he stopped it. They got all that damage with 2 outs and got a couple runs, but he stopped it when they needed to, and then he came back and 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. And that's what, like you said, that's what aces do, and they know when they need to keep it going. And really hoping that we'll see Kumar Rocker really come out and dominate and throw well and build off of his last start, because he should. He's got the stuff, and he's had success, and he should be able to have that on the mound. Alf says, hopefully when we get Kevin Kennedy on, we can get more than a 20-minute allotment. Yeah, I think so for sure. But great point. Thank you for that. We're going to get him on soon. Andrew Valdez says, side tightness for Jake Berger. That one is worrisome. Yeah, I agree. I hope it's not, but I agree. Chase says, thanks. They appreciate you too, Chase. Love it when you're a part of the show. Thank you for jumping in. Al says, why does Evan Carter remind me of David Hulse? I see it kind of similar, kind of the way that they play. I see that a little bit. That's fair. Noah says, Jeff, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the lineup construction with Semien on his hot streak. Do you think it would benefit the Rangers more to have him lead off again? I don't think it would hurt, but I think right now, they realize the best place for both Smith and Hagerty and even Evan and Wyatt are near the top. I think you have to keep Corey third, and so far this cleanup role for Marcus has been working off, and so I say, just let him ride it out. He's comfortable with it. It seems to be working for him. I would leave it alone. You could revisit that maybe, depending on how things play out with Josh and Wyatt and Evan and even Hagerty, but I'm okay with it for right now. Good question, though. Great. Again, it wouldn't be bad, but I'm okay with them leaving it. Alf says Hagerty should be permanent leadoff. Seager, Semien, Garcia. Yeah, I think more than anything, I think, reading into it, I think Boch realizes that, if he puts Hagerty in, then he's going to take time away from some of the regulars. And I think Bruce is very loyal, to his guys, Wyatt and Carter and even Josh. So I think there's a pecking order there, and I think he's going to stick with that for now. But good point. Mike says, is Jake Berger look a bit broken again? Well, yeah, he's had these, wild ups and downs, and now he has the side issue. We may see him end up on the IL. Hopefully not, but it's those are never good, as was it Chase that pointed out. Redhead says, Biggs, I haven't forgot this is the same team that beat the Tigers and gave the Dodgers all they could handle. They've showed us what they can do. Yeah, well, I mean, it's good the fact that they can play up to the competition, right? But what we don't want is playing down. And that Royal series was disappointing, although, to their credit, KC did pitch pretty well in that series. But still, like I said, what we want to see is you're not going to win every game, but this, good games, bad streak, couple good games, bad streak. We want to see them cut that down a little bit and just start winning series more than anything. I mean, that's want to get back in that groove. Jason says, did you catch the Talking Rangers episode? He's a great dude from very humble beginnings. I saw that, Jason, today. I saved it for later. I wanted to listen to it. I was at work at my other job. Did not get a chance to do so, but I'm going to for sure. And I've also reached out to Brett Boone. I'm trying to get him on the show for us as well here in the near future. I'll keep you up to date on that. And then finally, one more from Alf and then Jason. Yeah, Alf says Berger might need a few days off, helped Garcia. Yeah, the only one that really hasn't helped has been Josh Young. They got to get him going again too as well. And Jason says, how much does a sweep that we experience from the Royals actually matter in the grand scheme of things? Well, honestly, if the Rangers turn their season around and they end up going on a run and make the playoffs and get back to the World Series and win it, won't mean a thing. So it's a fair point. We just, you just don't want, after the sweep of the White Sox, you just don't like the look of them following that up with 3 straight losses at home. And more than that, you want to be able to have home field dominance. And you would love to have the record of, maybe not the best home record, but, be able to say, we weren't swept at home. That's not going to, that's off the table now. But, you just don't want to lose 3 in a row at home. And you don't want that to be, you want to get rid of all, you want to get rid of all the, all the junk. You want to see this team turn well. One more, I promise. Robert Bennett, why did I did not mean to skip you. My apologies. Robert says, where does Smith fit in? Well, I think, I don't know. I wasn't sure if Smith kind of tweaked his hamstring again in the game tonight. I mean, he played, ended up having 5 at bats, had the 1 run, the 1 hit. struck out. I think it would be good to maybe let him at least DH here for a little while. And then, maybe a case where he kind of goes from place to place every game. I mean, he's played every position except catcher and pitcher this season. And I think whatever they need to do to keep him in the lineup, hopefully he didn't re-aggravate his hamstring and he's okay. But yeah, I think, I think barring any collapse on his part, he needs to be in the lineup every game right now, for sure. All right, that's going to do it for tonight. Hey, thank you guys very much. I know it's Friday night. Thank you guys for jumping in and being part of the show. As always, we'll do it again tomorrow afternoon. Hope you have a good start to your day, but no doubt this was a very nice start to the weekend. Really wanted to see them come out and get off to a good start on this road trip, and they did that. Corey Seager, El Bombi, Jacob deGrom, Marcus Semien, everybody got a hit except Josh Young. Good bullpen work. Good win tonight. The Rangers over the Pirates, 6-2. We'll do it again tomorrow afternoon. This has been the Rangers POSTCAST.